Hi guys. Okay, this is video number 4 for today, so I achieved my goal. Okay, I'm going a little bit off topic. I usually talk about the soaps and stuff, but I'm talking about music and a little bit of movies with this one. I'm talking about Justin Timberlake, and I think most of you guys know he started off in the band NSYNC in about 1998. And the career of that was very short-lived. It went from about 1998 to 2001, 2002. Because in 2002, I'd say 2001 because 2002, Justin Timberlake went on a solo career and he had hits such as Rock Your Body, Like I Love You, Cry Me a River, um, you know. And then he's had CDs and things since. So, all right. But the acting part comes in because he did two roles. He played Sean something. Um, Sean Parker of Napster on the Social Network, the movie. He played Sean Parker, and then in Friends with Benefits, he played the guy against Mila Kunis was the girl. Um, so, yeah, he's had a very, well, not short, but kind of only a couple roles as far as movies. But he's had a long musical career, so, you know. And I have to say, of course, I've watched the movies with him in it. Not because he was in it, just because I thought that I would like the story, and I did, because Social Network, if you don't already know, is a story behind how Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook. And it's very inspirational in some ways, and it shows you what you have to do to create or found a big company like that. And the lessons I took from it were you have to believe in yourself first and foremost before anybody else. And you have to believe in your concept, whatever that is, and be willing to do whatever it takes to get that concept out. Now, I'm not saying be uh, underhanded in any way, but I mean, be willing to put in the hours and be willing to um, kind of, if you have a social life, be willing to forgo the social life to an extent because your baby has to be that thing, that company you're creating. And so you have to put all your energy into it. Um, of course, they made it sound like he was ruthless, and I don't think it was like that. Um, and I don't really. It's kind of interesting because the first time I saw the Social Network, I kind of felt bad for the Winkle bosses at some point. But then as I looked into it and I really thought about it, I do feel a little bad for them, but not as much because instead of just going on to their next idea, and you have to understand these are people who went to Harvard, okay? Harvard University. If you go to Harvard, you have to be pretty smart. So if you come up with an idea, the thought process would be you can come up with another idea. Will it take time and everything else? Yes. But you can come up with another one. And so I don't really, I don't know. I changed my ideas when I saw that movie a couple of times. Um, okay, but also, it did work out. As far as I can tell, it worked out fine for everyone involved, so it wasn't like that. Okay, but getting back to Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake played Sean Parker, the founder of Napster, and Napster was a music service, but they were taking profits away from artists, so it didn't work out because that wasn't what a good model is. I don't think so. But it showed Sean Parker also believed in himself, and he was still doing pretty good as far as financially. So, and for Justin Timberlake's first movie role, I think it was pretty good because, in a way, he was able to be himself, like play himself, but with a little bit of edge. So I believed it. And as far as Friends with Benefits, I think he played a cool, calm guy. You know, um, he didn't lie in the relationship in the movie. He told the truth of what he wanted. So I really respect that because a lot of guys don't tell you what they want, or they tell you what they think you want to hear, but it's not really how they feel. So then it's kind of like I've heard it said, and now I believe it. It's kind of like you meet somebody, right? And you get to know them, and it turns out that the person they're showing you isn't the real person. So then it takes 3 months or something. Get to know that person. Then it turns out that they're not that person. So then it takes another 3 months to learn who the person really is and if you can really gel with that person. And it's just easier when you start off with honesty and you come at it with, this is what I'm looking for, this is where I'm at, kind of a deal, as opposed to saying whatever the person wants to hear. Because, okay, you say whatever it is, and for the moment it's good, but then it comes back to bite you later. So, but I really appreciate the reason why I think I can appreciate Justin Timberlake's career and all is because he started off a small town boy and he took chances and he got to where he is, but he put in a lot of hard work too for his success. It didn't come overnight. I mean, yes, he was picked for instinct, but they had to work. And then being solo, you hope that you can carry on a fan base, which you had, but then still be yourself and be able to change your musical style and still keep the audience. So that's a lot of work. So I just want to say this is my gratefulness to Justin Timberlake. Yeah. Okay, guys.